Filipinos online lambast the new policy of the police to go house to house to enforce quarantine measures on suspected COVID-19 carriers. Critics online note this may lead to abuses and may even contribute to the spread of the coronavirus disease. Jennylyn Stone on Facebook reiterates, "This is a health crisis. Why do you need the police force?" Grace Lee Chong is concerned. "How do we know they are not carriers of the virus?" Paulo Tamasa tweets, "Asking people to report asymptomatic neighbors is eerily similar to asking them to identify the drug suspects in their own village during Upland Tokhang." Elvis Basil says it looks like a blanket anti-terror law in action. A Twitter user even made a meme out of the new policy. The comments come after Interior Secretary Eduardo Año said Tuesday, July 14, the Philippine National Police will help bring COVID-19 patients quarantined at home to government isolation facilities. But Malacanang tries to dispel the people's fears Wednesday, July 15. Presidential spokesman Harry Roque says the police will not go house to house, but the patients will have to be reported by the individuals themselves, their family, or the barangay. He adds, the government prefers that asymptomatic and mild coronavirus cases voluntarily surrender so they can be confined in isolation centers. The Commission on Human Rights, meantime, warns the new policy is, quote, susceptible to overreach and may violate the right to privacy and right of individuals to be secure in their abode. President Rodrigo Duterte's communications team edits out his mention of embattled broadcast network ABS-CBN, Rappler, the Ayala family, the Consunji family, and Manny V. Pangilinan from his July 13 speech in Jolo, Sulu. What was a 45-minute speech was cut down to 35 minutes in the version aired by government channels. These are the parts cut off from the speech.
Iyon namang ABS-CBN, binaboy ako. Pero sinabi ko, pag ako ang nanalo, bubuwagin ko ang oligarchy ng Pilipinas. Ginawa ko yan. At saka yung mga komunista, mga leftist, yung mga Rappler, kung ano-ano ang sasabi, pangsira. Ngayon, sila, Amerikano. Ang masagid dyan, ang may-ari, Amerikano. Tapos yung mga board of directors nila, Solita Munsod, Ayala. Putang ina, paano? Paano ang maliit na Pilipino? I do not know how the Ayala, Pangilinan, and Consunji will pay the Filipino. Kasi noon pa 1997, wala na akong away sa kanila. I have accepted their apology. Pero yung akin, yung ano ko lang, yung galit ko lang.
Portions where Duterte accused the Lopez family of having holding companies based in the Cayman Islands and Hungary were also taken out of the aired speech. Veteran journalist John Neri says the president's communications people try hard to temper what he says. In related news, after voting to junk ABS-CBN's franchise, House Deputy Speaker El Rey Villafuerte proposes the media giant's former television and radio frequencies be used as distance learning platforms for students. Villafuerte files on Tuesday, July 14, a House resolution asking the government to temporarily tap into ABS-CBN's frequencies to broadcast alternative distance learning lessons. Since it is just a resolution, Villafuerte's initiative, once adopted, will only express the sense of the House and will not have the full force and effect of the law. Health Secretary Francisco Duque III claims on Wednesday, July 15, the Philippines successfully flattened the curve since April, even as cases of COVID-19 in the country continue to rise. Duque says the supposed flattening of the curve provided a window of opportunity to improve, increase, and ramp up our health system's capacity. But Senate Majority Leader Juan Miguel Zubiri, who tested positive for the coronavirus, asked the Health Secretary what curve is flattening. Is it the fact that the cases in April were at an average of 200 a day as compared to the daily average of over 1,000 cases today? Or is it the fact that we will soon be number 1 in Southeast Asia in terms of COVID-19 cases? The senator adds, the only thing that is flat are the backs of all the poor patients in fully occupied COVID-19 wards all around Metro Manila fighting for their lives. Later, Duque backpedals, saying we bent the curve in April due to quarantine measures, and the increase in cases is due to expanded testing protocol and easing of quarantine measures. Meantime, Singapore enters a recession for the first time since 2009, when it was battered by the global financial crisis. Singapore's economy shrinks more than 40% in the second quarter as the coronavirus plunges the Southeast Asian financial hub. The worse-than-expected figures will also ring alarm bells for other Asian economies reliant on trade. Actress Jennylyn Mercado from rival network GMA7 calls on Senator Dela Rosa to quote-unquote lead by example, following his advice to displace ABS-CBN workers to just find new jobs. In a tweet posted on Wednesday, July 15, Jennylyn shared a graphic on Dela Rosa's advice. The senator said, "Hanap ng ibang trabaho para mabuhay at magsumikap. Look for another job to survive and work hard." She retorts, "Sabi nga nila to lead by example. Baka naman gusto niyo pong mauna. Maybe you'd want to go first." ABS-CBN says it will be forced to let go of some of its 11,000 workers after the network was denied a new franchise. Jennylyn has been vocal about her dismay over the House panel's decision. In a July 13 tweet, she questioned the logic of terminating a franchise that would cost thousands their jobs, when the Philippine unemployment rate just recorded an all-time high. She also brands as inhumane and cruel those who cheered the House committee's decision. Kapamilya actress Angel Locsin, meantime, says legislators sacrifice the welfare of many for the personal vendetta of a few. Angel posted the scathing commentary along with a comic strip featuring a newly unemployed cameraman who goes home to embrace his 2 kids. She notes, those 70 congressmen chose to shut down the network instead of standing up for the people and fixing those problems in the entertainment industry. A blog post and a YouTube video allege 11 congressmen who voted in favor of broadcast network ABS-CBN were bribed 200 million pesos each. This is false. There is nothing in the blog post and the video that support the claim. Posts by website confession.cc and YouTube channel PH Breaking News claim in Filipino, get to know the congressman bribed by ABS-CBN. The bribe was 200 million pesos to vote in favor of the network. Both posts feature a video with House Deputy Speaker Luis Raymond Villafuerte and blogger Carlos Munda. 2 minutes 27 seconds into the video, Munda says he thinks it's possible for ABS-CBN to give bribes since it's a big company. The next mention of a bribe is around the 6-minute mark, when Munda reads a comment. The viewer is asking if Congress is investigating an allegation made by ACT-CIS Representative Eric Yap. Yap had claimed an emissary of ABS-CBN tried to bribe him with 200 million pesos to vote for the renewal of the network's franchise. But Yap later clarified he wasn't even sure the person on the other line was really from ABS-CBN. As of writing, the blog post had been shared via Facebook 9 times, while the YouTube video had at least 30,000 views.